Hello and welcome to this Starter Series video tutorial, Unit 1, Part 2 of 2. How to install Joomla, the free content management system, via the Rochen Cpanel. The aim of this video is to help the new starter to Joomla create a more secure installation by implementing a couple of simple choices that aren't immediately obvious. The tips within the video will help anyone installing Joomla for the first time. Just to refresh, in the first part of the serial we reached the point where we were going to press and we were at the Install Joomla button. If we do this now, you will see in real time a lot of activity on the screen as the installation takes place and the files in your MySQL database are installed. At the end of the process, this screen will appear telling you Joomla installation complete. Don't click off this mundane looking screen quickly, as it contains some important detail. At the bottom, note it's got your super admin details, username and password. Make sure you copy these and keep them in a safe place. This will get you into the back end of your site. How you do that is you type into the browser your web address followed by /administrator. The front end is what the public see. Please note those two links that were in that text. This is the first of them, Absolute Beginner's Guide to Joomla. It's well written, plenty of precise information there, well worth reading. The security one you may have to pursue a little bit differently, as they've just, I believe, changed some of the references. You can also get it on RSS feed if you go to joomla.org. I'll just show you this point in the cPanel, and that's the database area. We go there because we want to click on this icon, which will take us through to the information about our MySQL database that was created. You can see here these numbers are fictitious, but it will be something like this, where your prefixes for the database are shown, and then its number, the size of our install, which is not bad, is it, under a meg, the username we've used. You'll also see that at this point we can create new users into the database should you require that at a later date. Okay, so let's go back to the cPanel. This time we're going to look at security. We've done quite a bit to help protect our site. Now we're going to go a step further and protect our Joomla administrator folder, often a target for hackers. Again, this makes it a little more difficult for the nuisance hacker, and if we click on that, what we see is this pop-up form here which asks us to select what directory to open. I've also shown hidden files there for another purpose, and click on Go. And what we're presented with is a list of all the files and folders that were installed as we installed Joomla. And at the top there you can see, with a lock against it, the administrator folder. When you do this for the first time, there won't be any lock. This is because I've already, as it happens, locked that folder up. Click on that word administrator and it takes us through to the directory, and it's here that we're going to say yes, we want to protect the directory, which is the administrator one. We can either copy that line in there, put an administrator in, save it, come back to this screen, create a username and password. Just make sure it's a good and different username and that it's a secure password. Try the password generator, save you lots of heartache. And note them down again. And here we are back at the screen. As I said before, the lock will appear when that folder has been successfully locked. So here's the installation advice. Ensure you note down and keep your super admin details in a safe place. Check out the 2 links I've shown. Note down your database name and login details and keep them in a safe place. And password protect your directory, noting those details down and keeping them in a safe place. I keep repeating that. If you look on the Joomla forums, you'll see many times people have got enthusiastic, installed Joomla and forgot to take the details down and then can't get into their own site. Okay, so let's see what we've actually done here and what the effects are. When you come in to log into your Joomla administration now, what will happen before you reach that panel? This will pop up. So you can see I've chosen to go into my administrator panel, but before I can do that, I've got to get past with our first name and password. If we enter those, we are then allowed to go to our administration login, where you would enter your super username and password and therefore gain access to your user panel. Well, that was the first in the series of our short starter videos. You can visit my site and get more on security and other topics, and you can also register for the Joomla and Me newsletter. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you found it useful.